Hi, it's Andrea. How are you? And you might be entertaining this weekend, and so I thought I would make for you one of the recipes that's actually on the Life app that is absolutely fantastic. You can make it for a quick dinner for yourself or a snack. I think this is a fantastic snack. You kind of make these the pieces to it ahead of time, and then you have it ready to go as your 4 o'clock snack for the week. Or you make a bunch of them to have for an appetizer if you're having guests over, and it's especially like if people are watching a football game, you don't need like chicken wings. You can actually have some great stuff. So in any event, here we go. So these recipes were made, a few recipes were made by these two amazing millennial women that I love, whom I love. Isabel Rich and Brittany Skinner. They live in the Washington, D.C. area, and I had challenged them to come up with some recipes based on the habit food concept. And all these foods are one step away from a tree. That's my my parameters for habit foods. And this appetizer is actually one of the healthiest things you can possibly eat, and I'll explain why. So these are going to be turkey zliders because they're made on zucchini instead of a slider made on a useless white bread bun. And we're going to just start with some ground turkey, and I have 1 pound of ground turkey, and that's going to make about 12 sliders, about 1.5 ounces each. I mean, we're not measuring, we're not going nuts over this, about the size of a ping pong ball. So all you're going to do is take your ground turkey, and you don't have to be really crazy about this, but just a few zhuzhes of salt, and yes, you absolutely need it unless you have a dietary issue, unless you have an issue from your doctor, like, you know, about your blood pressure. A little bit of salt in the food you cook is not gonna affect you. It's really the salt you get from restaurant food or from processed food more than anything. So don't worry about it. And the turkey really needs it. Turkey needs some help. And a few zhuzhes of pepper. And then our go-to seasonings for this are a little garlic powder, don't go nuts, and a little onion powder, okay? And now on the Life app, this recipe is a beef slider, but it's being added as turkey this way, and also chicken. You can use ground chicken, so you can do pretty much anything and make this happen. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just zhuzh this up, and I think the easiest way to do it is, I'm gonna give my hand another quick wash. Go with your hands, and then we'll make these little ping pong size, ball sized sliders. So go ahead and make sure you really evenly distribute your seasonings into your turkey, and then you're gonna just grab it. And I've already made a few, but here we go. So it's about that size. It just fits in the little palm of your hand. That's about the size of a ping pong ball. This takes about 2 seconds to make. So this meal is, if you're making it for a meal, it takes you about 10 minutes to make this, because you're gonna make the topping and the base while these are cooking. They will cook for about 4 minutes aside. This is about as easy as it gets. So we don't have to be scientific here, because they are gonna get pressed down a little bit. We don't have to be exact, but I know I'm looking for about 14 for my total, somewhere in here. So they're a little over 1 ounce each, and it makes for a nice bite. You know, appetizers are kind of perfect when they're just 1 bite, maybe 2. But if you can kind of, this is gonna be about 2-bite thing, I think, but that's me. I'm always telling my husband his bites of food are too big, and I get the eye roll. So, but I guess to each his own. Okay, so that's about that one. I really cheated that one out of some love. Okay, so this is basically, you know, what we're looking at. We would take that over, and you're gonna cook that on a medium-high heat, airing towards medium. Especially with turkey, you don't want to go too fast. You'll burn the outside before you cook the inside. So 4 minutes aside will be perfect, and you'll be very happy with that. You want to be really careful with your poultry or anything like that, not to touch anything else that you're working with. And I will actually just move this ball out of the way, like it didn't even happen. Hi. almost not there. And now we'll just move this stuff, and I'm gonna show you what to make for the topping. So I don't have like an overhead camera set up, so I'm just going to pretend I have turned that on for you, and we're gonna use a little grapeseed oil in a saute pan, and you're just gonna throw those on 4 minutes aside. So as you're doing that, you have here your zucchini, you have cabbage, we have a little Greek yogurt, and a little dill weed, so some dried dill, and we're gonna make the topping for this, so this is easy, easy. So you're gonna take the zucchini, you're gonna cut the top off, and you're also gonna cut the bottom off so you have a square base so you can slice this. This goes in our little thank you for coming bowl. And then we wanna make slices so that we can make little, essentially crackers to serve this on. So you wanna go pretty close to the edge, as close as you can go. Take your time and slice straight down. There you go. And not too crazy thick, but something that's a bite. And you do one more, and then you're very careful with your fingers. And then this goes for a salad, so I'll put that aside. You can save that and rough chop it. And if you get a little, not such a great cut like this, you can take your knife in a direction away from you and just sort of zhuzhi that off. And there you go. Okay, so I already did some, so I have all of these. And then all you're gonna do is cut it about 2 inches. So we'll make these, and it's usually in a small zucchini about 1/3. So I think I'll just go like that, and this one I'll go like that. Okay, so we have these sort of crackers to use for our zliders. Excellent, right? And now, right about now, I might go chuck, and I might go flip all my burgers. Might be about 4 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and make the slaw that goes on top. So this is a turkey zlider with a Greek yogurt slaw, and it is just absolutely delicious. So this is pre-made coleslaw I got at the store. Easy. How hard is that? I'm looking for about 1 cup for these because it's just a tiny bit on top. This is just plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and we're gonna just throw in basically a large tablespoon of that. Again, doesn't have to be exact, and you can always add a little bit more. Always a little bit of salt and pepper. And we'll give that a couple, and we'll do that. And then what's gonna bring out the flavor in this, the brightness, and really create interest is a squeeze of lemon over the whole thing. So that makes about 1 teaspoon. And then our dill. And not a lot, a little goes a long way, just a tiny shake of that. So that might have been even 1/4 teaspoon or so, and then it's to taste. Okay, so we'll stir this up to tell you about these ingredients and why this meal is so absolutely incredible. Turkey is super high in protein, as you can imagine, also B vitamins, and it's just, if you're a meat eater, it's a really good go-to protein that is going to be low in saturated fat and provide a lot of nutrition for you. But on top of that, the bed we're making here, cabbage and zucchini are nutritional powerhouse vegetables. They are full of vitamins and minerals, and in particular, vitamin C. Cabbage is very high in vitamin K. Vitamin K is really essential for blood clotting and that sort of stuff. Both of these vegetables are high in fiber. They're high in folate for your brain. They, because they're high in fiber, they improve your digestion. And also in this Greek yogurt, which is a protein powerhouse too, this is full of probiotics that improve your digestion. These cabbage and zucchini help fight inflammation in the body, and they also help rid your body of excess water. So we talked about this the other day in terms of water retention and bloat and that sort of stuff. So this is like an appetizer that's almost like going to you know, a spa, a wellness spa in an appetizer. How about that? And you'll end up a little bit of a better person for eating it, and you know, health-wise at least. Okay, so here's how this is gonna go. We'll put this all together. Oh, you know what? I actually can just use this plate. We'll do that. Okay, so I made some of these already to speed this up for us. So these are what they're gonna look like, these little cute, 1 bite, maybe 2 bites, depending on whether you're me or my husband. And you're gonna put this down. So you'll just grab one of your little slider crackers and then place your turkey burger on top of it. And then all you're gonna do is take your slaw and add a little slaw right on top, balance it, and there you go. And it's gonna be a little bit messy, but people love it. And if you want to, you taste this first before you serve it and just make sure that the salt and the dill are correct, and maybe it needs a little more lemon for a little more brightness. But there you go. That is an absolutely fantastic, super healthful appetizer or a quick lunch or afternoon snack for you. And I just cannot say enough about this recipe. So please go try this out. And if you want, you can find it on the Life app. Today it's, I think it's still there under beef slider, but you can substitute the meat and then it'll be added on in the other variations and with other flavor combinations for the slaw. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you really will try this, and I'm about to go have an amazing lunch. Okay, thank you so much.